This is a scam that a lot of people try to pull. Sometimes the profession that I'm in, driving a cab, a lot of people will want to go down to the ghetto to go and cop, and but they'll only tell you that they're going one way. They'll only tell the dispatcher that you're going one way. So as far as anybody knows, you're dropping them off down there. So you get down there, then all of a sudden, bam, they go and do what they got to do, and then they say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you bring me back home? We didn't tell the dispatcher, but how about, what if I give you a tip? Say, they'll throw you like $10 or something like that. But don't call it in. I mean, I'd rather you get the money. If I give the money to the company when I can give it to you, you seem like a cool guy. And, most people will be like, okay, sure, we could do that. Or if the person's really slick, they'll give you a really big tip. Or actually literally pay twice the amount of money like it normally would be. But just, they're going to tell you. But don't tell your company though, because I want you to keep the money. I feel like we're friends. I like you a lot. I want you to keep the money. So, now you're doing really good right now, money-wise. You got the money and everything. And now when you go and drop them off, they're going to obviously want to exchange numbers with you. They're going to go and be slick, and they're going to say, do you do this kind of thing off the books in your own car? And they're going to push really hard for you to say yeah on that. And what they're ultimately going to get at is for you to be their personal chauffeur inside of your own car. That's why they give you a real lot of money and a big tip the first time around, because they're really lubing you up. They're going to marinate you. They want you to think, yeah, I'm going to make a lot of money with this guy. And when they go and then they're going to eventually call you off the hook. They're going to want you to take them down there in your own personal time, in your own personal car. And then when you take them down there, well, you're going to find that you're not going to get as much money the second time as you did the first. Now they're going to give you, half the amount of money. They're going to say, well, since we're friends now, this is all I got right now. It's cool, right? I'll take care of you next time. And then they'll eventually weasel their way to, the third time you do it, they're only going to throw you half that last amount. And before you know it, you're going to find yourself just being their personal fucking little bitch, taking them down and getting them their drugs every time for practically next to nothing. And if you're really lucky, they might decide to try to get you involved in the same habit that they have. They'll throw you a couple bags as a tip on top of that, hoping that you do the bags, and then eventually now you got the same problem that they do. So now anytime that they call you up wanting to get a ride down there, you're going to be more than happy to go and take them, because it's going to be about time for you to go and get your own stash as well. Yeah, this is something that people have done several times, have tried to do, and I never ever do anything in my personal car. And I've learned that the hard way before. No, we do anything of that kind of nature is being done in the taxi. That's it. It's the perfect cover. Any police pulls anybody over, pulls me over, and anything happens, whatever business you were doing. Hey, I don't know nothing. The guy just told me he needed to go here. I don't ask any questions. That's all there is to it. The second that I take somebody in my own personal car, now that changes things around a little bit. You're friends with this guy. Why are you taking him down here? What did he tell you? And that totally takes it from being a legitimate business transaction between a customer and a taxi driver, and it makes it personal. So yeah, no, everything is going to be done inside the taxi or nothing. But you see a lot of newbies will fall for that scam. At worst, you're going to be someone's bitch and taking them to the ghetto every single time they need something, which is going to be pretty much almost all the fucking time. And at worst, you're going to develop a terrible addiction with a terrible drug. So, yeah, you got to be smart, man.